Brian Hackney here. It's time for your KPIX, or as we call it, your PIX Now update. The White House still insists only Congress can fix the family separation crisis at the border, but congressional efforts to pass immigration look to be on the verge of failing. Angelica Alvarez has that story from Capitol Hill.
President Trump once again called for Congress to pass tougher immigration laws.
Where is the media outrage over the catch and release policies that allow deadly drugs to pour into our country? Where is the condemnation of the Democrat sanctuary cities that release violent criminals into our communities and then protect them?
The president invited families of people killed by undocumented immigrants to the White House Friday. He claims Democrats want open borders, which allows in criminals.
These are the stories that Democrats and people that are weak on immigration, they don't want to discuss, they don't want to hear, they don't want to see, they don't want to talk about.
Republicans had to delay a vote on an immigration reform bill in the House because they couldn't get enough support within their own party. Friday morning, the president tweeted, Republicans should stop wasting their time on immigration until after we elect more senators and congressmen and women in November. Democrat Ted Lieu staged a protest on the House floor Friday.
The gentleman is in breach of quorum.
He broke House rules to play audio that was reportedly obtained inside a detention center where immigrant children had been taken from their parents.
Where 2,300 babies and kids in detention facilities were ripped away from their parents. I think the American people need to hear this.
Lieu has co-sponsored a bill which would prevent families being separated at the border. Angelica Alvarez for CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Hours ago in San Diego, State Senator Kamala Harris toured an immigration and detention facility. She met with mothers who have been separated from their children. Harris has been an outspoken critic of the president's policy on immigration.
This administration brought it upon itself to create a zero-tolerance policy while vilifying a group of people who have traveled through countries seeking asylum, fleeing murder capitals of the world. And what do? Look at this place behind me. We imprison them. We imprison them. We put them behind barbed wires.
It's down at Otay Mesa, a little bit south of San Diego. Harris says the United States government is committing human rights abuses. She's calling for the immediate reunification of separated families. And it turns out the crying Honduran girl that became the face of family separations was actually never separated from her family at all. This Time magazine cover featured President Trump looming over the little girl, but now CBS News has confirmed her father's claim. She was not actually separated from her mother. Some conservative groups are now criticizing Time's use of the image. Southwest Airlines facing a new lawsuit over the mid-air engine failure that killed a woman back in April. 8 passengers are suing the airline. Jennifer Reardon was nearly sucked out of the plane completely when debris from the engine broke a window during the flight. She was pulled back in, but later she died at the hospital after the plane made an emergency landing. Investigators found a fan blade missing from the engine that failed, and according to the suit, the plaintiffs cite injuries including hearing loss and post-traumatic stress disorder. Some even say the impact of the incident ruined their marriages. The suit also names GE Aviation Systems, Boeing, Safran USA, and CFM International as co-defendants. After the incident, Southwest gave all 144 passengers $5,000, a $1,000 credit towards Southwest airfare, as well as transportation to their final destination. In other news, one person is injured after a 2-alarm grass fire broke out in the 800 block of Ellsworth in the Bernal Heights neighborhood of San Francisco. From Chopper 5, you can see the charred area as firefighters put out hot spots. They say about 4 homes and 4 fences were damaged, and the fire is under investigation now. Which leads us neatly to the next topic. It's hot out there as we look from high atop the Salesforce Tower Cam with the Transamerica Pyramid in the foreground, the Bay and Alcatraz in the background. It is already up to 94 degrees in Concord here, just a few minutes after 2 o'clock. Oakland's at 71, Livermore 95, and in Santa Rosa it's 91 degrees. Well, we're all headed to a very warm and a fairly poor air quality day. Spare the air day today and tomorrow because of a dome of high pressure that's over the Pacific, driving up temperatures, driving down air quality. So it'll be sunny and warmer today. It's 10 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. Peak of the heat tomorrow. It'll still be warm inland on Sunday, but not as warm and will continue to cool the coast and the bay heading into early next week. But tomorrow is the warmest day of the week. Red flag warnings are up this weekend for the North and East Bay Hills. Winds are gusting out of the north to about 30 miles an hour. Humidity down, temperatures up, winds up, bad combo. That's why there's high fire danger. But it'll be a nice night at the Ball-Yard, where the Padres are taking on the Giants. First pitch at 7:15 tonight. It'll be clear, it'll be mild, it'll be about 65 degrees. And then later this weekend, Pride Parade. On Sunday, it'll be sunny and warm, 72 degrees. We're going to be streaming that live. I will tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. High temperatures tomorrow, 96 degrees at Santa Rosa. I should say high temperatures today. 100 degrees at Livermore, 90 in San Jose, 78 for San Francisco, and 88 degrees in Mountain View. It gets even warmer than that tomorrow. Warmer spots inland, 104 degrees on Saturday. Heat advisories posted bay-wide for tomorrow, but it will begin to cool off as we get into early next week. But in the meantime, it's going to be hot. Like I mentioned, San Francisco's Pride festivities kick off today. And more than 100,000 people are expected to attend the parade on Sunday. There's going to be a ton of events then leading up to the parade, including the Trans March tonight. It starts at 6 o'clock at Dolores Park. This year's Pride theme is Generations of Strength. And KPIX 5 is a proud sponsor of the 2018 Pride Parade. We'll have live streaming coverage beginning Sunday morning at 10:30 in the morning on KPIX.com. Good news for Bay Area fans of Hello Kitty. Today, the first Hello Kitty mini cafe opened in Northern California in San Jose, Santana Row. In the Park Valencia area, fans lined up for Hello Kitty themed pastries and cakes and drinks, and of course, Sanrio, which I hope I'm pronouncing properly because I have never had occasion to purchase Hello Kitty. Grand opening festivities are scheduled throughout the weekend.
She's been around since the 70s, and I think, like, I'm a teacher, and I think she just crosses all these generations, and I have students that love her, and that's probably a good, like, 3 generations or so.
Mini Cafe is a limited time pop-up in San Jose, but no end date has been set. We'll be back with another update at the top of the hour, and somebody knows more about Hello Kitty. Or you can watch our updates on the hour streaming live at cbssf.com on our KPIX 5 web Facebook page. You know what I mean. You're watching it now. We'll see you later.
PIX Now News is sponsored by Philippine Tourism.
From the pristine beaches of Palawan, Cebu, or Siargao to the wonder of the world, Banaue Rice Terraces, the Philippines awaits. Your once-in-a-lifetime experiences are right there in your unused rewards card travel miles. Click and discover the Philippines.
Hello?
Really can, you know.
You talking to me?
Sure am. Because the airline miles or dollars you donate to Make-A-Wish can help send thousands of kids on their wish trips. So donate